In the book Title Pending, I suggest that inspiration can get us to the beginning of a work. Like seeing a mountain from a distance can inspire us to go to the mountain, but once we get there, once we're actually at the mountain, it doesn't look like a mountain anymore. It looks like 400 feet of dusty trail. It looks like work. When I imagined my very first book, when I thought about writing what was eventually called CMYK, The Process of Life Together, I had this vision in my mind of it was letters and essays and lyrics and artwork, and it was inspiring, and I was moved to make it. And then somewhere in the mix, kind of early on, it looked like this. These are actual drafts of the book of CMYK, The Process of Life Together, and you'll note a lot of them look like this with all these notes on the back, and in the middle of the text, all these things that weren't right yet about this project. This is what the work of creativity looks like. It looks like drafts. It's just a big mess. And so one of the best little pieces of advice I can give, and I give in the book Title Pending, is when you get to that point in the process of creating, when either you recognize how much work there is to be done, or you hand something in and it comes back covered in red ink, give yourself permission to totally freak out and fall on the floor and roll around and complain and cry and curse the muses for being the deceptive tramps that they are. And then take a breath and get up and get back to work. At the end of the process, CMYK looked like this. And it's a book that's made up of letters and essays and beautiful artwork, and it's actually not what I had envisioned. It didn't turn out the way I imagined it would when I got started. But I got into the work of it, and I read all those red notes, and I saw all the work that was to be done, and I freaked out. And then I got up, and I took a breath, and I got back to work. Because as an artist, maturity won't ever be about nailing it the first time around. Maturity won't ever be about not having to do bad drafts at the beginning. It won't be about not making mistakes. Maturity will always be about commitment to the process of making. It'll always be about doing the work and being committed to the work. What's the work you have to do in front of you? Is there a bunch of red ink all over it? Does it just look like 400 feet of dirt and a climb? Did you lose touch with the vision that got you there to begin with? Take a deep breath and get back to work.